Look at you.
Yeah.
Is this built in?
Yeah.
Is it actual pipe?
No pipes. No.
But
Not
still
any
sound
pipes.
good?
No. Oh, it's wonderful.
Good.
And we've always used this, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing is, it's not picking it up in live stream. It's not.
Then we'll work on that. Where is it actually coming from? Is it up here?
It is coming from up, see, right there and over there.
So those are speakers.
Yeah, those are speakers back there.
Do you know if there's any line that's coming from this?
No, actually,
It's only that.
Up there, and there is nothing coming out of this.
That might be partly why we're not hearing it. So,
yeah, maybe so.
we'll play with it a little bit, but that's awesome. I love it. Do you guys have a wireless mic I could borrow?
Yes, and here, and the board has one as well.
Sweet.
So if you hit mic on the board.
Yeah, I saw the talk back up there.
Here we go.
Good mics.
Grab me two.
Yeah, brother. Nice.
You know tech. How do I turn this on? So I'm going to tell you
You
that
plugged in? That would be my guess.
There's a power strip back there. It's probably
This guy, is it on?
there should be.
I'm not seeing anything.
So I already see a green light right here.
Oh, is that?
There's already something.
Yeah, he's.
That part is on, but the rest of the actual reverb and everything else I don't think is on. Perhaps I just need to plug it in to the guitar. But
I think you need to. I don't think it's getting power right now because neither is that.
Okay, now I don't know if I just took these out or
I think I handed you those.
well, but there was some in here.
As long as there's some battery, I guess.
Some juice.
it's not plugged in.
Hey, baby.
There we go.
There we are. And you got stuff all over. All right, you may want to take this down. Like I said, I'm a really loud person. You are here, working in this place.
You're really right on key.
And I worship you. I worship you. Woo. You are near, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker. You are Waymaker, miracle worker. Okay, good. You run with it then. Darkness, my God, that is who you are. All right, everybody, let's go and get on our positions. Good job, by the way. I wanted to see if you would follow on it. That's an experienced player. I like it. I just felt this. Hey. All right, guys. So everybody, let's go and jump into positions.
There's no I in team, but there's a me.
I heard a joke about that. I'll remember it later. That was a good one. That was a knee slapper.
And a half.
And a half. All right. We got sound up. What all positions do we have in band this weekend?
I'm bass and today.
At the same time. That's fun.
Not at the same time.
I'm disappointed.
I have red. She's got yellow.
And then, just to let you know, I can rarely hear Andrew,
Okay.
whether he's on the bass or even on this. And I don't know if he. Well, I'm saying two things. Not only that, thank you, Jim, but also online. You know,
Yeah.
basically all I'm hearing
Is piano.
Right. And if Jeff is playing, if he's
Nothing.
playing, when he's like this. And really, you can hear him. But I'm just saying, I don't know if that's a balance thing.
We'll run through a mix.
We're in order, in case you're wondering. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, Bill Gaither. All right, guys, you guys ready up there? Thumbs up if you guys are good. Not good. All right, I'm gonna go in the back. Guys, go ahead and run Waymaker real quick while that's going on, just so we can set some mixes. This is right now rehearsal time on Sunday morning. Church has not started yet, but it is starting soon.
No. It's like, I just don't want to do it for you. That's what's happening. We're just getting the lyrics for
Yep.
Waymaker in.
Good done? This is good. Very good.
Display.
So you set up a couple.
On each camera.
All right, one of the things, guys, especially singers on the stage, during the opening of it, live stream is going to be looking for where you're standing on it. So at some point on Sunday morning, it's like, hey, you guys stand and where you're going to stand during it. Thumbs up. Sweet.
They usually do a good job of that.
They do?
Yeah.
That's not what I heard.
Thanks for PD.
Thank you, ma'am. Awesome. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. Once these guys are ready, one of the things I want to establish is that communication between the front and the back. Here's the reality. It doesn't matter how well you guys play or how well you sing. If you guys aren't connected with these guys, it ain't going to go that good. It's always why whenever I sing or play at a venue, my best friend is the sound person, because they own the buttons that make me either sound good or not. So during rehearsal stuff, they'll be playing through stuff. She'll ask you for things. And then at times, I actually want lyrics to be going back and forth as well, just to make sure. Give a bunch of grace to lyrics, because there's a 4-second delay on them tapping it and it changing slides. So we'll go over that once it happens. Are you guys ready to run Waymaker? Awesome. Let's go ahead and run that, and we're going to get a mix in the room, and then we'll get a mix online.
Hey, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Ben.
Huh?
Ben.
Yeah?
Do you want Andrew to play bass on Waymaker or guitar?
What do you want tomorrow, Andrew? Hang on. All right, I'm checking.
You were predestined. It's okay.
We do need more cowbell.
Look at you, man. You got the vision. Hey, Beth.
Huh?
Barberton's your dude. Just saying.
Bass.
All right, here's the one piece, is when they're playing, once you got your stuff set up, listen in for this, because you're going to be the ears to let her know, hey, I can't hear organ. I can't hear. So do you have any ability to control the organ?
No, I do not have control over the organ.
We got to get that. Is there no out on that organ?
What's up?
The actual.
Do we have control over the organ?
It should be.
We're at.
On the, oh no, organ. I'm taking the keyboard.
Yeah, sorry.
Organ, no, it's
Before we're done today, let's make sure that we can do that, because we're not going to hear it otherwise. Okay. All right, friends, you guys ready? Ready to rock? See, that's where communication is key, my friends. Just say it. Don't be afraid to say it. All right, we're going to set some mix. You guys go and start singing this first verse. Here we go. You are here. So, one of the things that you might want to do is set a good mix in the room first, and then you guys are going to talk. You put on the headphones. So go ahead and do what you do right now. If you want to give her those headphones for a minute, so during practice stuff, you go, friend, when you're ready. There you go, buddy. When you get a chance, I'm gonna have you jump in on this too. So next in line, man. Just saying.
Or what's coming through?
So this is actually what's coming through. Could you actually unmute those? So these guys need to be up actually. 0 should be at. Yeah, unmute that one, that one. Hold on a second, let me see this. Where did it go? You're doing great, by the way. So we are on, yeah, there we go. Did you shut anything off on mix 3?
Only thing you have to plug it in. It's not into the board. You're just hearing what's coming through the board to hear.
Yeah, and I heard it for a second and then it just cut out. So something's coming from 3? Okay. Something got changed. Let me see this for just a second.
Do we sing that? We actually sing that many times?
All right, so this is a good example of when things happen because it's going to.
I think the tag automatically
I'm not seeing anything. If anything, if you ever like lose audio like that, shut it off. Turn it back on. Yeah. Not sure why that happened, but it did. Here you go. So here's the mix on 3. One of the things that you're going to want to do, because there isn't much, there's no verb coming through it, turn up your overall verb through the 3. And then I don't know if I can hear any bass on there or not. Can you?
Last week, someone had run the compression way up on it. It was really compressed.
Yeah, it's a tricky mix because you'll hear it in here and be like, oh, sweet. But if your head was right up against that speaker, it'd sound like that. Let me see it for a second.
I think it's the cameras. Because if when I switch in between the main one and transition into the other one.
Why would it do that?
Because I was noticing that when I was doing that.
Okay, let's go like this then. So right now it's on the center one. I think we need to copy this.
Copy that and put it on the side panel here.
Yeah. And it should just stay. Yep.
Is that working out?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is like, it's really hard because you can't hear it too much. One thing I would do is take them down in the mains, put those on and actually cup it, and you can actually hear what's going on. So bass needs to be up. We gotta find a way to get organ coming through because you can't hear it at all. And then verb needs to come up because right now it's super dry.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, let's play with it. So we're on 3, mix 3, and then we come up to, I think it's effects 1, and this is what you're putting on channel 3.
So you put it on separate channels?
So left and right, you're controlling left and right when you hit F1, which is the reverb.
Okay.
But if I start with mix 3, F1, that's the verb only going to the live stream. So you could technically have it verbed out going to the live stream and no verb in the room.
Okay, so we can have no reverb in the room.
I don't suggest that. But what I'm saying is they're different controls.
Right.
So, all right, good. So go ahead, as they're playing. Once you guys can, just run that again. Thank you. Hi. I'm Ben.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious.
You are transportation.
No, the other side.
Yeah. Oh, Tammy. Very nice to see you, Tammy.
I literally just came from work.
Well, thank you for being here today. This is a big.
I started work at 4:30 this morning.
You rock. Look, I don't care what everybody else said. I'm just kidding.
We're having a problem where we're trying to get the background into Waymaker,
Yep.
and it keeps copying 2 of them.
Okay, so
Then we delete one, and then it deletes both.
so here's what we need to do is if you come under, it actually doesn't matter whether it's verse 1 or tag or anything, but we're going to come under this, hit edit, or not quick edit, but edit slide, and wait patiently.
And then we did add a new slide.
To the to this part right here. So if we do, where's our plus button on that?
It's up right in the tiny.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nope.
That's a tiny one.
Tiny one. Nope.
I am literally not seeing your tiny one. Oh, hey! You guys are awesome. All right, so it has a blank one like this.
Yeah, we did that.
Good. Let's delete that. And then we actually
then
we go back to the
copied.
show.
We copied the background, but when we pasted it, it keeps showing up as 2, and it's doing that again.
Yeah,
See that?
so
how it created
hold
2
on.
new slides?
Just a sec. So it's because it's in there twice. So now we need to rename this grouping wise. We need to make this either opening or background, because it's
Put it as
actually
intro.
because it actually is doing what it should do.
I see.
And then you have now the intro in here that you can put at the beginning. So it's the only place that happens with the background starting. Does that make sense? So
So then we paste onto there.
yep.
So you can Command V onto there, and it should.
Let's see real quick if it does while I'm sitting here. Ooh.
See, now it's creating 2.
Yeah, and basically it's trying to be fun, but edit it. You can either paste the background or drag it onto there.
Yeah, do it again.
Keep rolling through.
So when you have center cam, so this you're balancing between the 2 cameras.
Yeah, we're pulling that up right now.
Most of the time you flip this one.
You're doing great, though. I don't care what Elizabeth says about you guys back here. You guys are doing great. Just kidding. Jeez. Sarcasm.
Joking about what that said, or you being proud of them?
Up to interpretation. So basically, you have to think that each one of these groupings is like a heading over top of it. So what we were doing is we were saying, hey, verse 1 has a blank at the end. So then it added another blank to verse 1. But we said, hey, no, this is its own thing. When we pasted it, it created another slide. So then we just need to delete the blank slide. Does that make sense? Feeling good? Feeling overwhelmed?
No, I'm good.
Oh, good. I feel overwhelmed. I don't know about you. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing.
All right. You guys getting this at all? I'm actually going with. Oh yeah, we turn this down. Yeah, you're good. All right, guys. I know we're running that song again, but if you could, we're setting mixes back here. So whatever you're the most comfortable with lyrically, just sing that song.
Guys, look and smile. Carson.
This is really hard to hold, actually.
So then you just would click like store those to store, and then just
Head down there. Did you give Pastor Dave his lapel?
I didn't. I think it's stuck in my pocket. I think I said it somewhere.
onto here.
I know I had said it under
trans-
there.
I can
last
transition
week.
it
I'll
onto
sit
here.
down later.
Her.
So you have settings set up each one.
So then I can transition it.
Hey, Beth. Barberton's your guy. Like, he's teaching somebody right now. So, like, literally build him up like crazy after this. Oh my gosh, dude. You want to be a part of the leadership team?
That's what I've done with Matthew, who's our presenter pro.
Dude,
Because everyone's giving him a hard time because he's lag. And I'm like, nope, you're amazing. We love you. You're amazing.
But bring that pride and privilege where it's like, hey man, I love that you did the training. Because he literally, he just like sponged.
Carson's already teaching.
I mean, legitimately is like killing it up there. So any way we can encourage during it. He's like, oh, so you just do this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, good. Pastor Dave, what's the normal order of the service at the beginning?
Usually I will greet everybody from the floor. If there are announcements, we give them from the floor.
Perfect.
And then the team starts the actual worship service after prayer.
Cool.
Then they sing 3 songs, I speak, and they close us.
One song afterwards? Very Baptist of you.
I know.
No, it's good. It's just funny because certain denominations, I can always tell, I'm like, Pentecostals, it's all the other way. Like,
And we've done it the other way, and I like it the other way.
it can throw folk off a little bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do then, can you help her with confidence monitor, getting that up? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend for a second like it is the Sunday morning.
Okay.
What I want to establish is how we gotta create. Wait a minute, we're working on it because they're like, hey, we want that. Working on it. So if you can jump back there, I'll stop them after this song. Good team though here, man. It's fun. Oh, look at that close-up, guys.
Years ago, before you probably were even born, I used to help run cameras and be a switcher and all this stuff.
I don't know. I look young for my age.
I've been here over 15 years. I've been gone from there for back in the Akron Baptist Fellowship.
Hey, did you just hear about No, I'm sorry. That was Arlington Church, not Arlington Memorial. Somebody passed away recently. Fowler, do you know that name? Is whoever came after Fowler, Swoop?
Yeah.
She just passed away. I don't know if you heard about that cancer. Like literally.
Down the street from my house. I live over by Holden.
Yeah, I'm connected with Love Akron,
Yeah.
and that's a pillar of a person. Like,
Yeah, well,
so.
but yeah, right back in the day when we used to have a television broadcast, and we're talking the big camera.
This is all the same stuff. It's just smaller scale.
Right. Well, and it's more digital now than it was back then. We used to have switches.
It's cheaper, as you know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we had the little switch thing.
Oh yeah, Star Wars. Boo!
Yeah.
You know in Star Wars that's actually what they use for the Death Star when they do the boo.
Yeah, the power for the.
That's actually a video switcher. If you look at it in the movie, you're like, oh my gosh, it is like.
You can choose your different aspects.
Boo!
Yep.
You may file when ready.
So, I mean, like I said, so I've done that. It's been quite a while, but I have that background. I've also, back in the day, edited the actual tape.
Yeah.
We had to take pieces
All right.
out. You
Do
had
you
to
know-
remember to go back a few so many seconds.
2 names. Do you know Thomas Beaver or AJ Stokes? They would have worked around there. There's guys that trained me, but they used to tell me about tape because I have done digital, which is nice. So is this one of your angles?
What?
Is this one of your angles?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
lot of
I noticed
headroom.
that.
You're doing good though. There you go. Talk to each other though. That is who you are. Oh, yes it is. Didn't grow up Baptist. All right, good guys, let's go and pause it. Awesome job. All right, so what we're doing right now then is this was some of what was happening. I saw it earlier, and this is we're just all going to be hot here, and that's not just because I'm good looking. humble, open, and transparent. And there's got to be a lot of that between both of us. Sometimes, and I know this is a singer, I've done this way too many times. Hey, you guys got that thing working? And they're back there trying, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh, that's discouraging. Got to be careful of that up here. They were actually working on all the things that you're just asking them for. They weren't ready yet, which is fine. So, both ways. You might have not noticed saying it, but...
Is that based off the comment that we didn't have the confidence monitor yet, and we were using the sheet?
Yep, it's the way you said it.
Oh, okay.
You might have not meant it that way, but the way it comes across is very like, why aren't you doing your job?
Yeah.
Didn't mean it to.
It wasn't a condescending remark, so okay.
But more than anything, just try to double what you'd think. Almost assume that you're saying it the wrong way for the first little bit. It sounds crazy, but...
So for those of us who are married, it's like being married. Assume you're saying it wrong.
Wow, we're getting more wisdom here than I thought. All right, but we're going to do this throughout all of this, guys. We're going to stop, talk about those things and stuff. So here, real quick, we're actually going to start at the opening of the service. During rehearsal, what they're going to probably ask for while it's going on, they've got to set mixes. If you guys ever listen to the live stream, you're like, oh, I can't hear such and such. They got to have time to mix through that stuff because they're mixing for the room first, and then they're mixing for the ears, which is actually extremely difficult to do because they're doing it through headphones. Sounds great on headphones, sounds awful on an iPhone.
We've lived that during quarantine.
Say again?
All the people with iPhones should put headphones on.
You're right. We can't control them though. So, all right. How are we looking, team up there, tech team? You guys feeling good? Thumbs up. All right. I see a thumb, so that's good. Good. Let's go ahead and run through the first part of the service. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question here, Beth. Beth, you know, we practice this a whole different way, and I'm okay with doing it the way Chris is doing it. But if we're going to do tomorrow the way we did it, I just need to know who's going to be leading tomorrow and which version we should use, because I think that was the whole purpose of maybe trying Waymaker. You know, so what is your call?
Or just pick a different song. Maybe that would be simpler. Just do a different song.
I mean, we spent probably an hour on Waymaker.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Do the version that we did on Wednesday. We just set it up on ProPresenter. We didn't have it set up before, so they were following a sheet. So do it the way we practiced it. I'm leading tomorrow. I'm up here today, but I'm leading tomorrow.
Good. I just want to know because we were doing completely
Is that
different.
board Bluetooth?
Oh, okay.
Which one?
The board? Do you know?
The
Will
soundboard.
they do earphones?
It's Wi-Fi.
We'll do Bluetooth. For like an auxiliary headphone set.
Not Bluetooth. It won't do Bluetooth. Yeah. All right, guys. How we feeling mix-wise, guys, on the live stream? Can you hear everybody? Ooh. Hand signals are very good, by the way.
Double okay.
Double okay. You are so okay. Not just okay. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and pretend like this is the service. So you guys will be up here at the very beginning, ready to go right before Dave starts stuff. You feeling good back there?
I feel. FYI. I'm gonna take my jacket off. To be honest,
It's a little hot. Okay, good.
We switched places, but we also switched microphones so that they would be in order. So I'm now number 2, because I'm going to do melody since Beth will be leading melody. My name is not Melody. Is that okay? You cocked your head. I'm not sure what that means.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
So you guys have this like ominous, you're actually like shadows because of that blue window, so you're just a silhouette. We can't even see faces.
And that's where, especially during practice, guys, talk mic or talkback mic is big. Just say, hey, yep, we got it. Let me hear you though. Can I hear you up there?
Hi.
Hi. Good. Much more pleasant than the ominous and foreboding silhouette. All right, guys, let's go ahead and we're actually going to have iPod music as if we're starting the service, and Dave's going to come up. And so we got to get ourselves ready on that with the camera angles. And let's actually we're going to go live stream to Restream. We're going to go live stream to Restream, not to Facebook yet, but go ahead and show them real quick that. All right, iPod music.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to go to Chrome. We have a program called Restream. It's that one right there.
So do they start with music then? Right after countdown?
Usually he talks and then
All right, hold on a sec, guys. So first thing in service is we have the countdown. What happens right after that?
I have Restream in this and then OBS in the
All right, so Dave's coming first.
I usually set up my camera angles and then I'll hold
Just about. But really good job. I like that gusto. It's good speed. You're good. It's going to be hurry up and wait a bunch through this, guys. You guys are doing great. Especially that hot guy on the bass. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I never said anything about your gender. Go ahead and play if you could for a second. Yeah, let's take up his gain. So go ahead and go to his channel, and then we'll take up this guy. Mm-hmm. A little bit more. And then actually, let's work on the compressor of it. Right.
Do you have to click it before you
Yeah, same thing with that gain. So take his level down there. Could you actually turn the volume of your amp down for just a second, just so I can hear what's going through the house? Thank you, sir. So the thing about compressor that can be super helpful is it keeps you consistent.
because they're all off. Don't worry about turning them on. But when it's Sunday morning, we would pick that.
Do you have any control of the level that you're sending to me? Because it's really, really not loud. Do you have a level, or is it just a direct out, guys? There you go.
Oh yeah, you can remove that. Yeah, you can just close that.
Technically, but oh, I'm sorry, that's gate. Yeah. You're right. This is your gate. My bad.
So this is what you're projecting. This is
Yep.
what they're seeing. But these are going to be exactly the same.
Gates, if you want the sound to shut off when it's quiet, can be helpful for today. Let's not worry about it. We do want compressors more like, say your dynamics are like this, and louds are super loud and softs are like super soft. You squish it to then make it more consistent. So that's what this thing is right here, is the level of compression. You can see how much
Okay, we're on the XLR a little bit, but he is coming out XLR out. So this
Okay, cool. Go ahead and keep playing that bass then, my friend.
Always go off of this now because this is just what's going on. So if like the stream drops or something like that, occasionally.
See how much that's grabbing it on the really hard parts? You actually want it interacting with it that way, not that much, but where there's a little bit kind of right in the middle there. So then it's nice and consistent. Keep playing that if you could. So that's 3. How much is coming through the video one in the house? Awesome. Go and turn your amp back up if you could, or is it up?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, good man. You're good there. Dude, great job, guys. All right, you guys ready on countdown?
2 seconds.
1.
Oh, don't do that.
I know this guy too well. I can do that to him.
All right, guys, we're going to run the countdown. Let's go ahead and run that real quick. We got music coming from the countdown. Or do we?
It's running. I can hear it. I can hear it on here.
Left and right.
Really glitchy. Yeah, so mute that one. That was from
Just for walkthrough purposes, we're going to go ahead and go to the end of this. You should be able to, you know, because of the way it's set up. You guys are going to have to wait 4 minutes, so in just a second, guys, we're going to have Dave come up. We're going to run this like a service. And what I would do during these kind of things is try to add it a little bit louder. So it's kind of like, hey, people. Oh, hey, see? There you go. Feeling good, brother?
Feeling good.
Did you get the restream?
Yes.
So you guys are going to restream right now, not Facebook or YouTube yet?
Like that, this right here, and then.
Look at you.
And then the toggle down here, right?
Yep. It's off right now.
7 or 8 seconds.
So I
Yeah.
click this when the music, when they start singing, this right here, or will it just automatically?
It'll automatically actually go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is sending the through the
Yeah.
announcements.
I'm talking about the slides for when they start singing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
those are automatically. So the slides and everything are from this presenter. There's
Practice looking really good during countdown, guys. It's one of the most awkward things in the world to stand through. You on the organ. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, Bev. Miss Bev.
Bev,
Bev, yes.
who I like to know is my favorite glasses in the world. I don't know where you got those, but I might look at going circles instead of squares.
These are even some of her really cool ones.
Oh, you got cooler ones?
She does different colors.
Was she on today? Black?
I think it's kind of a brown today.
I think it's the like the leopard kind of.
I'd also probably use that one just because I can tell it's kind of cycling through.
Now, you guys had this at a 5-minute countdown.
Yeah.
I would suggest a 3-minute countdown in the future just because this is a bit, not even just for today, for services.
Yeah, it's a bit when you try
5 minutes, people are like, oh, I'll come in a minute. 3 minutes gives a little bit more oomph to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Even then, 5 minutes is a bit. Other things that you could do is actually run the pre-slides beforehand through online. So that then gives as much time as you need to share around.
Oh yeah, because it's that. So
Yes, ma'am.
How do I change the order so that, because Waymaker's at the bottom right now?
So go ahead and grab that and just, there
usually when it's on a countdown,
you go.
I'll just mute the whole thing because I don't really need
Everything has that like, it's almost like Zoom meetings where you're like, hey,
when it's doing the countdown.
hi.
The countdown's over.
You're doing great though.
Usually good to go. There's a couple of things that since they were implemented, we don't have like super elegant ways of solving other than just mute it.
So, well, we got 1.5 minutes. Places that you want to use gates are actually on vocalists.
Okay.
Because constantly they're bringing in noise. And if you set a gate, like for instance, see how there's that little level right there that's jumping on our that kind of thing? If you have that, you can set anything that's below that marker, it shuts it off. So it keeps it quiet.
So this white marker.
See that white guy going up and down?
Okay.
The biggest trick is you'll have to listen for it during sound check, because if you have a gate set up too harsh, it'll sound like ha, ha, So that'll be something that we can go over through in pre stuff after we're done with the run through. All right, guys, get ready. Everybody get ready for Dave coming up on the bottom. Make sure those angles are in a good spot.
I have something to tell you when you have time.
Yep. Talking to these guys, sorry. Make sure your guys' faces are in a good spot. 20 seconds, guys. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Here it comes.
Tell them to pick a spot and stand there.
Well, he's trying to be both people.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's look at where we're going with Dave. So you get ready right on that angle as if it's coming up. This will get really confusing. Once you have it. Okay. So go ahead and
Do this? Yeah.
this is one of the reasons. Go ahead and cut over, because right now we're on the wrong one. It's all right. So side key.
Yeah, there you go.
So what is center? Okay. There. I would take this down. This will make it confusing. Once it's going, it's going. Just let it. Yep. You want to focus here because that's going to be a delay.